A lot of families come here because the support stops after high school. There's nowhere for these students to go, no programs that really push them to independent living. And so we like to say that the Transition Academy is a 2-year runway to independent living. So if one student is more focused on career, then we can help them down a vocational path. If they really want to focus on their social skills, then we can help them with socializing. So it really gets to be driven by the student and the family's goals for that student.
Independence is living on your own and functioning on your own, making sure my room is clean, contributing to society, so working every day.
Well, I learned one thing. Adulting is hard. Because when I think of myself, I'm like I'm like Pan 2.0. Peter Pan, as in never want to grow up, be a kid for life. That kind of person. So having to do the work myself was pretty tough at first.
The curriculum has the 2 components, a career readiness, which focuses on a lot of those job skills, networking, how to write a resume, a cover letter, how to behave at work, what the etiquette looks like, how we interact with our bosses, active listening. And then we have an independent living skills section, which is more of the how to cook, how to take care of yourself, how to live on your own, how to balance a budget, how to comparison shop, all of those different pieces that are part of your everyday life.
It's really, really cool to get them in the home environment because that's also how we generalize their skills from the classroom. So they'll go to UNT and learn for a couple hours, and from there, a lot of programs, they go home and they don't get to follow up and see how those skills are being used in the home. But here, with our staff here and with it being small ratios, we really get to focus on those skills, have them practice, make sure they've mastered the skills, and then it's still a home environment, so they've got their friends living here with them too, and it just works out really well.
Whenever I might feel down, it's always nice to have that to uplift me, and I can uplift others.
I want them to learn to be independent and do things for themselves. Like, I'm there to support you, your staff is there to support you, but we want you to practice in an environment where we can guide, but ultimately for you to be able to do all of those things on your own when you live on your own. So to make that transition from having support to being an adult.
Getting to see them become more comfortable with who they are, more accepting and gracious with themselves is a really cool piece. But also just, things that they couldn't do before, like laundry, cooking. Some of these guys couldn't do that stuff when they started. And so to see them now, like we'll come in on a Friday and they're making breakfast, or they start their laundry when they wake up at 7 without someone having to tell them. Just those little steps have been really, really cool and part of my favorite things to see.